Hi Mick, really nice meeting you and Chris. Really enjoyable session, and as I was mentioning, with a little bit of time, a little bit more time together, particularly on the short game, we can make some very effective changes. So I'm just going to show you the chipping and pitching technique first, and what we have to do is essentially make sure that the lowest point of the swing is after the ball. So what we're really aiming for is that ball and then the turf contact. Now there are a number of ways that we can achieve this on the short game, but primarily, and I've drawn this plane line in here for the shaft, we've got to make sure that the shaft is working close to the plane line, maybe even ever so slightly across the golf ball, and you can see here it's still just a fraction from the inside, and when it's from the inside it's very easy to catch the ball a little bit clean, a little bit thin, which is, you can see what's happened in this particular instance. So on the way back we need to try and play, as I was saying with the squash, a bit more of a both shot. So I'm trying to get you to aim pretty square with the feet, maybe even slightly to the right of the target actually, and then on the takeaway try and feel the sensation that the club, instead of working in behind you, is actually working more out in front of you, this way, out and across the ball. But then on the way through you've got to make sure that you've got the weight on the front foot, and then of course the club face must be slightly open, because otherwise you just pull the ball to the left. But if you keep practicing, making sure on your practice swing that the lowest point of the swing, so the divot, is 2, 3, 4 inches after the golf ball, that will make a very significant difference in terms of getting the right kind of contact. Let's just have a quick look at the bunker shot here. So I thought your technique wasn't a million miles away, to be honest with you. I know it's tricky when there's not much sand in the bunkers, but I'd just like you a little bit further away from the ball, and making sure that on your way back into the ball, here we go, we've got weight on the front foot. This is a real key for you, because obviously if you catch the golf ball in any way, shape or form, it's going to come out and basically hit the lip, or it's going to fly away through the back of the green. So really try and load a load of weight into that front foot. Again, almost like you're playing a bit of a drop shot at squash. Make sure you're heavily loaded with the weight onto the front foot. That will help you get down and underneath the golf ball. So yeah, a couple of good points there. I think actually we were trying to get slightly closer on the bunker shots, I beg your pardon. But yeah, a couple of good points there, and just need a little bit more refining. I'd probably like to spend an hour with you before you go away. So if Chris could put you on the website, that'd be fantastic.